making acorn rolls for breakfast tomorrow. Welcome back to Trove One, everybody. Picking up the wheel chocks from the old camper. The old sawed-off Suburban, as I like to call it. We have not camped in the camper since we moved to the new house. It's been 2 whole months. But today, we are loaded up and we're headed down into the Ouachitas. That is our planned direction. And then tomorrow we're going to be going to an event down at Caddo Gap, which I'm pretty excited about. We've been trying to go to it for years and we haven't been able to make it. It's going to be really cool, so stick around. It's not like any event you've ever seen us go to. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to find out. But we're loaded up. We got all the kids, we got the camper, and we are heading to the Ouachitas. So enjoy. It has also been 2 months since I had a soda. But Mountain Dew came out with a mystery flavor, and it's time to break my soda fast. And I'm gonna have Mountain Dew today, and then I'll go back to not having them very much. I'm not gonna start drinking them near like I was, but I have to at least try all the new Mountain Dew flavors because I have a Mountain Dew addiction, but we're working on that. So, this is my first one in 2 months. And we're gonna try it, we're gonna see how it is. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get on the road. Alright guys, we've made it. We're down in the Ouachitas. We're actually at a little campground. There's only one other person here and they're in the far other end, so we've got it pretty much to ourselves. So we'll show you around here a little bit more in the morning, but we're gonna get camp set up. We gotta get some food cooking. We gotta get both tents set up, so we're gonna get busy getting camp set up. Alright, we're making progress on camp. I'll tell you, having the camper back means we have the bathroom tent and the toilet, which is really nice. I don't have to dig holes for everybody, which is awesome. So we're gonna get both tents set up tonight because we're using the tents and we're probably not using the camper tonight. I think we kind of have lots of space now because we got 2 tents plus the camper, so we can set up whatever we want. But I think we're gonna set up both tents, which means I have to set up 2 tents. But that's not too bad. Kids will help me, maybe. We are at least started on supper. Kids are eating. They got hot dogs and baked beans and fried potatoes. We're gonna throw a couple steaks in here in a minute with some more potatoes. And we're gonna eat good. It's nice to have the kitchen. The other really nice thing, the bathroom and the kitchen in the camper are the 2 huge things that just make a huge difference in making it comfortable, making it like home on the road. Yeah, I think this will do. I think I can eat this. I can handle living off this for a night at camp. It's rough, you know, but I think I can do it. All right, we've got the dishes done, and Sarah's mixing up some cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls for breakfast tomorrow. So mix them up. Cinnamon rolls. There's acorns falling out of the trees. Anyway, making acorn. We're making acorn rolls for breakfast tomorrow. Sarah's making cinnamon rolls. We'll put them in the back of the camper here where it's kind of warm so they can rise overnight, and then we'll be able to throw them in the oven in the morning and bake them up and have cinnamon rolls for breakfast before we get on the road and get down to Caddo Gap to the Heritage Festival. That's where we're headed tomorrow morning. So we're gonna finish getting these mixed up, then we're gonna hop in bed and sleep and get warm. It's kind of cooled off. There's highs in like the low 90s today, but it's down in the 60s now, and it feels quite nice, but slightly chilly at the same time. Yeah, we gotta adjust. We're gonna break out the long sleeves pretty soon. And like, basically a huge part of the state is under a burn ban, so we can't have any fires right now because it's super dry. So we're gonna finish this and then get in bed. So we'll see you in the morning. Look over that. Sticker. Good morning, everybody. We are getting up. Sun's coming up, starting to lighten up. Cinnamon rolls are in the ovens, and Sarah's whipping up a second batch so that we've got enough for everybody, because we have some hungry kids and they're gonna eat a lot of cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna get the tents packed up while the cinnamon rolls are cooking. Try to get everything geared up so we can get on the road pretty quick, because we want to get out of here early so we can get down to Caddo Gap. It's this little campground here. It's got maybe a dozen little sites. There's this little dam here on this creek. It's really kind of cool looking. Maybe back when it was originally built, it was a good swimming hole. I don't know that I'd necessarily swim here now, but it's cool. Pretty little spot.
This one is here. Mommy, they are both the same one. Goes right here.
More. Any more?
Well, those cinnamon rolls were very good, very good. I ate way too many. But we are just packing up the last few things here. Throw it in the camper, we got the tents packed up, and then we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna do a little bit of exploring on the dirt road here, and then we're gonna head down to Caddo Gap, to the Heritage Festival, and we're gonna see all kinds of crazy cool stuff down there. So, we'll see what we can get into. Cruising down this road, we're just kind of running a loop before we get back to the highway, but there's another nice little camp spot here. It's actually got 2 fire rings, a little bench. Somebody made a little bridge across the creek. Neat little spot. We're gonna keep rolling and see what all's on this road, and then head back down the highway. We're stopping off here at another really cool little spot on this road. This is a spring, which is, it is like bone dry. Ozarks and Ouachitas. It is very, very dry right now, but there's water running out of the rock right here, and then this is built in some form or fashion on top of this spring, and there's just water pouring out of this pipe. That's just spring water coming out of the mountain right here, and then it feeds into this creek. So I'm sure this was a spot people got water, probably gotten water for generations. I don't know if anybody still does, probably not anymore, but I'm sure for a long time this was a water source for locals, especially being dry like it is right now. There's limited good water sources, especially back in the day when you didn't have all the filtration systems and all the things we have now. So, cool little spot. I really like this spot. Oh, this is a cool spot. Good spot to stop for lunch or something if you're passing through the area and enjoy the creek in the spring. All right, we're gonna get back on the road. We got things to do today. That was a long bed truck, like 10 foot long. That's not something you see very often. All right, we made it back to pavement, so we're gonna head down to Caddo Gap now and see what we can get into down there. It's a beautiful day. It's been really nice driving. It's in the mid-60s. Just a very nice day. All right, we have arrived at the little town of Caddo Gap, and they've got a festival going on. It's called the Heritage Festival, and it's about a lot of like old-timey stuff and historical stuff that happened in this area. So there's gonna be like hide tanning, some reenactment things from Civil War, a lot of different things. And this is put on by the Caddo Gap Mercantile down here. So they have it every year in the fall, usually first Saturday in October. So we're gonna go check it out. We've never been, but we've been wanting to come for years. So we're gonna go see what all's over here and see if we can learn some stuff. This is a little Cub Farmall tractor. I really want to get one of these. My grandpa's got a couple of them. They're great for gardening, things like that.
Good news, they're gonna drop this for about 4 o'clock.
That's all there is to it. I have all these kids make me garden stakes. I've got plenty of garden stakes. I'll have garden stakes forever. Now, what is your name?
Well, I want to make a rope.
David, you want to make a rope?
All right, that's it. Now you set that down. Grab this right here. Kind of up high as you can get it. Put your other hand here. And we're going to bring it out. Put you there. You done it.
He was like, what? Me?
He was the right guy at the right time.
Stay all the way now. Thank you very much.
Come on out here! Don't shoot!
Back.
Watch her! Watch her!
Where you came from?
Get back! Get back! Watch out! Shoot her!
Don't come any further. Don't come any further. No, sir. I don't want to. Elevate. Wait.
Well, we have been around and seen, I think, everything. We're headed out. It's been super cool. They had Civil War reenactment, World War I camp, blacksmithing, yarn making, rope making, a whole bunch of different stuff. Super cool. Highly recommend coming out. We got to meet Paul Mack, that owns the Mercantile here, and he puts on this event, which is super cool. And he also has a YouTube channel, the Farmhands Companion, I believe is the name. I'll put a link down below because it's pretty cool. It's got some neat stuff on traditional skills and things like that for homesteading and raising chickens and gardening and a lot of cool stuff like that. So go check it out. Really cool, good people. So we were glad to be able to make it down here this year. And we're gonna load up and we may do some more exploring on our way back. I'm not sure. We gotta figure that out. Naturally, on our way home, we're gonna tackle some back roads and explore some new stuff and see if we find anything interesting. We have found somebody's really nice deer camp out here. This is beautiful. I was not expecting to find this beautiful little creek. They got themselves a board set up here where they can hang up multiple deer and skin them out right here. And this water is clear. Little rock. This is a deep little, like 4 or 5 feet deep right there. Beautiful little spot. They've come in here and mowed this recently. They're getting ready for deer season's about to start. And that's pretty typical, especially in the Ouachitas. It's also typical in the Ozarks, but some of these guys that come out and do deer camps, they'll come out and cut the weeds down and stuff before deer season to get prepped, and then they'll be out here set up for a while during deer season. So it's hard to find a good camp spot during deer season a lot of times. This is a good one. They got prepared here, but beautiful spot.
Well, it does continue.
We're down this dead end road and there's a cool camp spot here. It's kind of trashed, very overgrown. Probably gets used as a deer camp. There's a creek right here. Really pretty little drive. This is a pretty area. The road technically goes a little further according to the motor vehicle use map, but I don't know if it's really drivable, so I'm gonna scout it out. And this is beautiful. It's a rougher little section here. I could get the camper up in here, but I don't want to drag it up in here and not be able to turn around. So we'll walk to the end of the legal road and see if there's a camp spot back in here. I hope there is. We're not camping tonight, so I probably won't drive up here today, but it'd be a good spot later on. Creek. This isn't a creek crossing right here. So I think there might be a camp spot up there. I'm gonna go check it out. Well, this is the end of the legal road. No camp spot, so glad I didn't drag the camper up in here because it'd be kind of a pain to get. I could get it turned around. There's a couple old dead end roads or old roads that are closed, so I could get it turned around, but it wouldn't be the most fun. So we'll whip around down there at the camp spot. Still, beautiful area. That makes 2 camp spots we found that are pretty cool. This one just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but beautiful area, beautiful little creek. Let me just look at this. This is nice. I like it. This portion of the road has been recently redone, and as dry as it is, the dust is terrible. Just a wall of dust behind us. to the end of their recent maintenance. So now we're back down to a narrow, overgrown trail. It's kind of fun.
Bless them.
Well, this road was supposed to go all the way on through, but we got to the end. There's some private property signs. It does go through some private property, which typically the road would go through the private property. It's legal to drive, but it's very overgrown. Looks like part of an old gate. There's signs, there's purple paint. It's not good enough for me to be like, yeah, let's go through here. It's potentially a road that's kind of just been shut down and taken over by private property. So I'm going to assume that we don't need to go down it. We're going to double back and take another road out. Well, we decided to kind of take the scenic route home, and we've come over here. That is Blakely Mountain Dam. That's the dam that holds up Lake Ouachita. I've never seen it before, so figured we'd swing by here and check it out. We're gonna take a little break at this park here, give the kids a little break from being in the vehicle, and then we'll be headed home. So I think this is gonna wrap up our adventure for today. We had a good time. We got a long drive home, but we appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you next time.